internet, remember that time when my capture card was being a pain in the butt and so I couldn't do any proper reviews and I didn't have any monologues ready to edit and post, so I decided to just talk about game news for like a few videos in a row? Well, my capture card's being a pain in the butt, so I don't have any reviews to post, and I don't have any monologues written to edit and post. So we're going to talk about game news. Actually, that was a lie. I do have a monologue written, but we're going to ignore that and talk about Astabros, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong. But this game, that I apparently am incapable of saying the name of, at least it doesn't sound like I'm saying it right, is a roguelike being made for the Sega Genesis. And by roguelike, I mean something similar to like Rogue Lettuce. Rogue Lettuce? Really? And by roguelike, I mean something like Rogue Legacy, which you have a series of characters that you can choose from, each with their own fighting styles and attacks. Every time you start a new run, all the levels are randomly generated and shuffled around, basically. You have different items that you may or may not pick up along the way. All the enemies are randomized, all the treasure and drops are randomized. And then when the game comes out, you'll have some sort of like gold or experience or items or something that you carry from run to run so that you are progressively stronger each time and get to proceed further into the game. And roguelikes are a super popular genre right now, but playing a new genre like that on an old console like the Genesis should prove to be really, really cool. And if you're one of those people that likes to overspend your allowance and has really deep pockets, then there's even, on the Kickstarter, the option to back at a level that gives you a custom bar-top arcade machine with the game on it, in it. Whatever the correct word there would be. But if you're looking to get that particular option, then you might want to act fast because there's only 5 of those slots available. Actually, there's only 4 of those slots available. But the game is up on Kickstarter. You've got about 6 days left, so regardless of what level you want to back it at, you should act fairly quickly. It's already funded, so it's absolutely going to happen. It's just how many stretch goals will be unlocked between now and when it ends. But I'll move on to something else. It turns out that on April Fool's Day, the April Fool was the person who believed that the April Fool's Day prank was in fact an April Fool's Day prank and not a legitimate announcement. And that was needlessly vague. What I mean to say is Return to Monkey Island is a real game. For those of you that don't know, which would be pretty much anyone under the age of 30, Monkey Island was an old and well-loved point-and-click adventure game. And it has a big cult following, especially among people my age or older, so very old millennials or really young Gen Xers. And it's a franchise that a lot of people liked, and on April Fool's Day, they announced that a new one was coming, which people thought was a joke. Turns out, nope. Ron Gilbert, the creator of the series, said, hey, this is a real thing we're doing. Later this year, it's coming out. So, yeah. Like I said, if you talk to any old millennials, God, I hate how old I actually am, or younger Gen Xers, and that happen to be video game fans, chances are you're going to hear a lot more about this. Next up, the stupidly named Xbox Series X is about to be a lot less stupidly hard to find. As any of you who have tried to get one know, scalpers have been jacking up the price ridiculously. People are paying 3 or even 4 times the actual cost of the unit. It took me a little over a year to finally find one, and I ravenously hunt down consoles usually the day they come out. So, yeah, they're a pain to get, but that's no longer the case. See, as of a few days ago, some sites like Walmart and Newegg have started just listing them for sale, permanently. It's no longer something like where you had to get there within 2 nanoseconds of the post going live or else they were sold out. And you don't have to sign up for a subscription. You don't have to buy some weird bundle with a credit card where you end up paying 4 times the price of the console because apparently Walmart is also Rent-A-Center. Like, all of that nonsense is gone, and now you just go to the site and you buy the console for the MSRP. Now, of course, they don't already have 50 million of these in stock, so, you know, you might check out and then have to wait a week or 2 before it actually gets to you, but you can place real orders for the console now on actual websites. They're available, they're out there, they're orderable. So it looks like whatever supply chain issues were happening are slowly being resolved, and the consoles are being manufactured at a steady enough rate that they can start offering them to people. So, if you too would like to be completely underwhelmed by the exclusives that the Series X has, you can buy one. Yay? Konami, Lego, Square, Sega, Rare, every company has done one already. And now, not to be outdone, the evil overlords of entertainment have thrown their hat in the ring of hats. Yeah. But they decided to take the step further in beating this dead horse and actually just pulverize the thing by also making their game free to play and therefore full of microtransactions and just an absolute garbage game. But the reason I'm talking about it is because they recently announced that Baloo from Jungle Book, and also Tailspin if you're a cool 90s kid, is going to be a character in the game. And he was announced alongside other boring characters like Mickey and Donald, Belle and Beast, Mulan, and Jack Sparrow, because he's in everything, so of course he's in this too. And now look, Disney, I'm not trying to tell you how to be boring, or how to fill the roster of your game that no one should play because it's a free-to-play, microtransaction, bloated, nonsense garbage shovelware title. But if you're going to do it, maybe put in something interesting. Give us Goliath from Gargoyles. Give us the Briar Rabbit. Give us King Leonidas from Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Or hell, find a way to take Mr. Boogedy and put him in there. Like, there are characters that could make this more interesting. Not interesting enough that I would play it, because I'm not going to buy into your microtransaction nonsense. But it would be interesting. I'd at least watch some videos and comment on it more often than just now and never again. Also, there's been some news lately about Blizzard. I know, shocker, Blizzard is in the news. And there's some issues going on, again, surprising, about their vaccine policy and how they're dealing with employees and potential walkouts and things of that nature. And while I have opinions on some of this stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and not talk about social and political issues on this channel and video about video games. So we're going to move along. So lastly, I'm going to talk about a new bullet hell shmup kind of game, which is actually, surprisingly, one of my secretly favorite genres. And it's based on an anime that I also secretly love. And now I have to look at my phone script here and make sure I get the phone right. And yes, even this line about the phone script is written on the phone script. The name of this is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Burst Forth Chorogan Breath. Yeah. And despite that title having way too many words and an abundance of unneeded punctuation, the game itself actually looks pretty fun. But I'm not just saying this to tell you that, hey, there's a fun game based on an anime, but also because it was announced by Access Games that they're going to release it in the US. Now, the game came out a couple weeks ago in Japan, with the English language already on it, so for anyone like me, who's a sucker, you already ordered it on PlayAsia. But for those of you that are patient or intelligent, or did not even know it was a thing, coming sometime soon, they don't say a date when, but sometime this summer, the game will launch in the US. So, if you like shmups and bullet hells, or if you like dragon-shaped anime girls, or if you just like spending money on plastic and have no intentions to play it whatsoever, you can go buy the game. I do think it's weird that it's going to take until the summer to figure out how to launch it here, considering it already has the English language setting in the Japanese release. But hey, what do I know about localization? But that's all I have for now. So thanks for watching, unless you didn't watch, in which case you smell funny and you're kind of ugly, and I'm glad you didn't watch. There's links in the description to like trailers for all the games I mentioned and the Kickstarter for the one that's on the Kickstarters. And yeah, I don't know. Thanks for watching, I guess. Stick around, I'll make more videos in the future, because after my game collecting video for no reason at all blew up, I have like more subscribers now, and people apparently want to see my face in their YouTube feed, so we're just gonna keep doing the things. Okay, bye.